lot of people believe this to be a satellite, and this crashed into the Earth, and that's what disturbed the monster in Cloverfield, and then it eventually attacked New York City. Before I upload my 10 Cloverfield Lane theory, here's an extra little video that doesn't really fit into any of my other videos on this topic, but it's still something I really need to address, as so many people believe this to be true. Warning, spoilers for the movie Cloverfield if you haven't seen it already, plus you might want to watch my other video on Cloverfield first, just so you know the full backstory. Although that doesn't really matter, I guess, it's up to you. If you're still here, I assume you've either seen it or you just don't care. Alright, let's go. At the end of the Cloverfield movie, we get some footage of an event that happened a few weeks before the monster attacked New York City. Rob Hawkins, this guy here, gives a lovely little shot of the ocean, but just before he pulls away, we see something falling from the sky and landing into the ocean. All Cloverfield fans went absolutely insane and tried to figure out what this was and why the hell it was in the movie. They eventually came to the conclusion that this was a satellite. How do they come to this conclusion? Well, according to the news article on the Tagruato website, Tagruato launched a satellite into space called Hatsui. I apologize for mispronouncing that if I did. And in one of these news articles about the satellite, it says this: Tagruato used the Hatsui satellite to try and identify a rogue piece that is thought to have fallen off the Japanese government's chimpanzee satellite. According to Hatsui data, it disappeared into the Atlantic Ocean late last week. So that makes sense, right? The Chua station, where the creature is located, is the Atlantic Ocean. And these characters are in New York, and New York is actually facing the Atlantic Ocean. Also, these news articles are posted in chronological order on the Tagruato website. At the bottom of the page, it says the first article was posted in February 2007. And then towards the top, we start seeing the months going up to December 22nd, 2007. However, that's the last time we're given an actual date on this page. The next 6 articles towards the top don't give us any dates. However, because the rest of them go in chronological order, it's fairly safe to assume these are going in order too, otherwise it just wouldn't make sense. This article, that takes place sometime after December 22nd, is about the Hatsui satellite, the one I quoted a few seconds earlier. And then the 2 after that are about the Chua station incident where it mysteriously fell into the ocean. Because we're not given official dates, people assumed this article was posted sometime after the footage we see in the movie's ending. That part of the movie is dated April 27th. So people came to the conclusion that the Japanese satellite fell into the ocean, woke up the monster, attacked Chua Station, and then a few weeks later attacks New York City. It all makes perfect sense, except it doesn't. The Chua Station incident did not happen during April or May. In my previous video, I said there were a bunch of viral news videos in different languages that talked about the Chua Station collapsing. If you translate a few of them, they actually give a date of when this event took place. For example, if you translate the Japanese news report, it says this: December the 27th, this was the situation on the Chua Maritime platform. So yeah, the Chua station was attacked on the 27th of December 2007. Well, actually, if we want to get technical, in another report it actually says it happened between the 26th and the 27th. We can assume it was in the year 2007, as we can also see on the Tagruato memo, written in English on the Japanese news video, it's actually dated the 2nd of January 2008. So this December 27th has to have been in the year 2007, as this news report was happening a few days after the incident. All of this happened after the Japanese satellite fell into the Atlantic Ocean, according to the order of the news articles on Tagruato's website. So if we narrow it down, the Japanese satellite event has to have taken place sometime between 22nd of December 2007 to the 2nd of January 2008, according to the news articles and the Tagruato memo. Meaning this was not the satellite everyone claims it to be, as this event happened on April 27th, and the Japanese satellite happened around December. There's no official year being given to us for the April 27th, but we can figure it out ourselves with all the clues that's been left for us. For example, it has to have taken place sometime after December 2007, as that's when the monster first wakes up. These events have to have taken place during 2008 or 2009, as these characters have MySpace accounts, and 2008 and 2009 were pretty much the last 2 years MySpace was relevant. However, MySpace started decreasing in 2009, so we can probably assume this is 2008, with that being the most successful year for MySpace. So yeah, that solves that part, but why was it mentioned in the first place if it didn't have a purpose? Well, in every single news report of the Chua station, they tell us this event happened a few days ago. Not one of these viral news videos are reporting the incident on the day it happened, or even the day after. Even in the Spanish news report, if you translate it, you get this. The rig seems to be Chua Station, which lies in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and sank a few days ago, even though there's been no official confirmation of the incident. There has been no official confirmation of the incident for at least a few days. This oil rig is supposedly the largest ever made according to Tagruato, and has 355 people working there, and yet Tagruato didn't report the incident, but instead uploads a news article about their satellite that will now be watching the Atlantic Ocean, which is where Chua Station is located, because according to their own satellite data, that's where this piece of Japanese satellite had fallen. Clearly, this whole satellite thing was an excuse to spy on the Atlantic Ocean without raising questions. The monster they were examining at Chua Station had escaped, so they didn't report the incident and began trying to find the monster before someone else did. The Japanese satellite story was a cover-up. But that still leaves one huge question. What the hell's this thing? Well, according to J.J. Abrams in an issue of the Rolling Stone magazine, when asked what the hell is this thing falling at the end of your movie, he replied with, "We crafted two theories of how that worked. We may choose to play one of them if we take the story further." So that mysterious thing falling in the sky actually had nothing to do with the original movie. Not at first anyway, as J.J. Abrams hadn't even made his own mind up on what it was. What I personally believe it may be is the key that links the Cloverfield monster to the other monsters we see in the sequel of 10 Cloverfield Lane. Maybe I'll talk more on my idea for that in my upcoming video, but we'll soon see anyway. But anyway, that's the end of my short little video for you. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave a like or even follow me on Twitter if you want. It's completely up to you. I have no control, literally. I can't do anything. Thanks guys for all your support. I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe and don't pull a Pickard.